right, good morning. Good morning. It is almost not morning anymore. Got very little going on here today. This baler is still out of commission. Everything is at a standstill right now because I'm waiting for parts. I called this morning. It is Saturday. I called for parts and the parts have just not come in. They just haven't come in. And they're saying next week. I got about $15,000 worth of parts. I think I said this before. And it's kind of disheartening and frustrating and everything else in the world. I think I cooked a battery on this thing the other day, the 5020. Obviously, we don't use this tractor that much anymore. It's still tire jack, keeps your tires inflated. These things are just balder than my head. And I haven't put air in those tires in literally years. And we have used it, just not nearly as much as what you'd like to. Let's see what this thing says when I'm just gonna do this. Ready? All right, so that battery's where it belongs. It seems like it's high on the voltage though. It's 13.2, but and this one here, which is another new battery, we're at 12 volt, 12.1. So I'm gonna hit that again. It's at a 6 volt deal, 6 amp. I mean, we could do 6 amps. It doesn't need to have all that voltage going through it. But I'm just going to run that for a few more minutes on there. There's really not a lot going on because I can't get parts. Ooh, pistachios. These will give me a headache. I'll eat them anyway. So I come back here and I look at these tractors and I'm like, you know, this 4010's been sitting here for a while. And I really would like to tear it back apart again and fix the issue that I had when I was putting it together. And I didn't tell everybody what really happened. That pistachio tastes so good. The reason I didn't finish this is because up on the head, and it's no big deal, but I got to pull the head back off again. Let me get on the other side. I do have to pull the head back off again. And it's a pain in the ass, but I got to pull the head back off again, and I got to decompress all the valves, decompress the springs, squish them, and change the valve seals. They're bad. And these are brand new batteries that, unfortunately, they're probably no good because I didn't keep a charge on them. They had to charge this spring, but I'm going to go ahead and pop those out of there and put them on the charger. Just because this is a 24 volt system. I don't want those batteries to be junk, but you know, sometimes you do things and you're like, well, that was dumb, you know. But anyway, so that's oh, there goes the phone. Yeah. Anyway, so that's really just the battery fight. I know everybody's like, oh, buy those tenders, buy those tenders. Do you know how long those things would last? Somebody would unplug the freaking extension cord and that would be the end of them. Look, a pregnant gas can. Suppose it'll give me another gas can? I doubt it. No. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's a 1/2 inch. And somebody, that's another thing I should do. I should go buy wrenches. I don't know, looks like Cody bought some of these, huh? Where these came from. Yeah. You know, I got paid the other day and I put it in the bank account and paid the bills, some bills. And wouldn't you know it, it's been 2 weeks ago already. Can you believe that? 2 weeks ago. And got checked since. So, gotta love that. I don't know. Well, I do. I'm caught up with one mushroom bar. I'm not caught up with the other one. One is done. They're doing good. The other one, it's just being a pain in my dick. I hate that. Oh, give me a check every goddamn week now. Can you do that? It's not that difficult to figure out. I mean, really, it's not that difficult to figure out. Okay, so I've popped that one off. I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to pop this one off. And I'm just hoping that they're not junk. Because if they're junk, let's see if I can get you guys to see that. Can you see that? Here, you can see it there. If they're junk, it's just going to be one disheartening mess. But this tractor, honestly, It's a good tractor. This was a tractor that I did a lot of work on when I was young. I learned how to rake hay with the Fordson, but this tractor here was the first tractor. I mowed hay with this thing. I pulled wagons, silage wagons with this one, till the engine decided to get weak. And then we went from silage wagons to putting it on the blower. And I moved up to the 4320. And I had the 4020 at the time, so that was that. So let me get this. Let me get back to you here in a second when I get this other battery. Okay, so let's see whether I've got any life in this thing. Well, that one's claiming something, like there's a little bit of juice in there. And then we do this, and that one, oh, is there anything? I don't think so. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so this is a plus here, and we're going to start that sucker. It says Sol. That's not good. I hate that. That's not good at all. Let's do this, and we can hit that one. Hopefully it'll give it some life. Okay, so that is the jump start mode, and sometimes when you hit the jump start mode with this one, it will actually bring the battery up to life, and hopefully it does that and I can get a full charge in there, because these things, what I put them in there, wow, they're that old already. So it was probably 2018 when I did that. Pretty sure it was. It says 17, but could have been 17. I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, that's another thing, and I'm finding that the years are going by at a phenomenally fast rate. And I'm just tired of the years, but wow. Anyway, we're gonna let this thing cook a while. I should probably hook it up so that it's charging both of them. Let me see if I can find a couple of cables around here, and maybe I can get them both charging together, and that will go faster or better. I don't know. All right, so the damn thing told me it was sulfided, sulfur or whatever, sulfited or whatever the hell they call it. And that shit aggravates me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stick you guys here, hopefully stick you here. I don't know, can you see this? I'm gonna put this battery in. Oh. Yeah. We're gonna put this battery in, and then from there we're going to, that's negative, so that would have to go to a positive, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, it would. Oh. Yeah, I've had this thing apart before. It sucks to do it, but we'll do it. What the hell is this thing called? Oh, God. Fine. Enough to piss you right the hell off in it. Yeah, so where does that go? That goes to there, which is the negative side. So, yeah. So what's the problem here? Yeah. Just me being stupid. It happens, you know, from time to time. Yeah. Nope. I think I'm going to change some things over here. All right. That's negative. Yeah, that should work. Positive. It's a 24-volt system, so you kind of got to make it positive and negative. Negative to positive. All right. That one's good. Let me do this. Which is more than likely where we need to be. And I'm hoping the tractor starts. How much you want to bet that thing is sulfated again? Want to go see me curse? Probably gonna curse a little bit because I just got this stupid feeling. Oh no, it's charging. Listen, saying 12 volts. That one's charging. No cursing, not today. At least not right now anyway. I'm trying not to curse. It just, you know, makes a more family friendly video. And you know what? Someone told me, like, you know, you're a pretty intelligent guy. Why do you curse so much? I was like, oh, whatever. It's farm life, and I try to do the farm life stuff. And you know, cursing happens on a farm, and if you tell me it doesn't, you're full of shit. Did I just curse? I did. Darn it. Anyway, let's see. Let's see. Nothing. Why do I get nothing? Okay. Somebody wants to hear the old 50-20 come to life. She's on the track. Gotta love the crack. Alright. For me, that's success. The batteries are good and I can get that tractor out of here. I did have a flat tire. I'm quite impressed with that. It's going to actually charge up, so we'll let those charge up. I'm going to pull this thing out of here and put it away, and we'll be on to it. I'm going to talk about this thing here pretty soon. Okay. Oh. All right, so that's that. Let's see. That freaking tire's flat. I didn't put the tire jack in it. Yeah, that's what I didn't do. This is where the grinder mixer sat. And I'm perfectly okay with putting this tractor in here like this. I got enough room to get another tractor or so in here and another tractor over there. So I'm probably gonna pull the John Deere mower in now. That'd be a good idea. It's been sitting out. It pisses me off that it's got to sit out. because I just don't have the room for it. I'm gonna put them in the other building when I get done with that. This building here is getting replaced. I got to deal with that. Oh yeah, mama. Let's see if this is good stuff. So it's pretty clear that I got it in here and it's really close. Took me a little bit, and I didn't want to jockey around with the camera and trying to not hit that Mack truck. I'm really seriously considering selling that Mack truck. It's a good truck, but I just don't have the time. I don't need it. I don't need it. It's not that I don't like it and I don't want to keep it. It's that I don't need it. I've got the Peterbilt and the other Mack, and this is just, it's a classic. But anyway, I didn't want to hit it, so I had to get in and out a few times. I got really pretty close. I can't squeeze through. There's only about 6 inches. 15,000. I want 15,000. That's what I want. Damn thing's in awesome shape. It's got brand new tires all the way around on it too. So there's a couple $3,000 bucks. 612 on the front, and then 3.6, 12, 24 on the back. Yeah. So somebody decided to knock my door off, and it takes 2 people to put it back on, so I can't put it on until somebody else shows up. And nobody's here today, so I'm either gonna have to grab my dad, but he's at home doing other business, and I'm alone today. So, oh yeah, and I did want to, I think I've talked about this already, but see this here, this building here, this was a shelter for the cows, and I just want to rebuild it. I want to take it down, drill holes, yeah, take it down, drill holes in the ground, through the concrete, put perma columns up, and put a 75-foot long building here, 30 feet deep, because it's already on concrete. I'm not putting electric in it. It's just going to be a place to back in equipment. Yep, back in equipment. So I got to get permission from the township to get a building permit and deal with that stuff. And hopefully everything goes the way I want it to go. I'm going to cut the lumber myself. That sounds really weird. I don't know what it is. I'm going to cut the lumber myself with my wood miser. So it's just another thing to deal with, and time is running, you know. I'll put that tractor right there away. That's a 7810. I'd also like to get rid of this thing too. It's a 1936 Fordson N, I think. This tractor is actually made in England. It's not the Irish model. First 300 bucks, come and get it. Just come and get it. It's in my way. I got another set of wheels out back for it too, so there you go. Just need to get rid of some stuff. I need room. Okay, before I forget, we're building another, well, not me, my nephew is building another bale spear. Okay, and the last bale spear there was a couple of things that I didn't like about it. One was the build process, the way he built it. There was a little miscommunication or misunderstanding. So we kind of got those squared away, and we are now on the same page, and things worked out really well. So here it is in its raw form. It is not done yet. We're using the build table here, which is great. There was one problem that we had that I didn't like, one thing that I didn't like. And this is 1/4 inch thick, 3 by 3 square tubing. The other one is made out of 5/16 thick square tubing on the bottom here, where the spikes go in. So we had a real hard time getting them in there. So I told him, I said, well, just get half inch thick, and 3.5 by 3.5, and then that'll give us more strength. Well, they don't do 3.5 by 3.5, half-inch thick square hollow tubing. They do 4 by 4 half-inch thick square tubing. So I said, yeah, go ahead and get that. That'll work. And then we'll be able to cut those sockets out and weld them in there really, really good. And that's what we did. So this one is built to last a lifetime. This is not gonna, if he breaks this, it means that he did something really stupid, and there's a broken tractor as well. The other thing was, on the other one, he had cut these off, added a bunch more welds, didn't need to happen. So I instructed him to go ahead and make these uprights solid, because there's no point in cutting it and then putting through. This piece here is 1/4 inch thick. That's the thicker stuff. We have enough to do another one of these, and I'm probably going to make them do another one on top of this one. I would like to sell these things. Now, as silly as this is, people don't really get it when it comes to the work that we do. We do a lot of work with these things. And, you know, there's a lot of people like, well, you need grabbers. Well, grabbers are okay. They're time consuming. If you got a good set of spears that have the right spikes in them, the right spears in them, then you will have no problems getting in and out of the bales. And of course, if you grab 1 bale versus 3 bales, 3 bales you put on a trailer, you back right out. 1 bale, you put it on the trailer, you're going to have a little trouble getting them out, and you would need the shorter spikes or take 2 spikes out. So anyway, we have some innovation here, like these horns. We call them horns. These horns are strictly for turning bales on the load. If you just go up against them with, say, this thing here, this can slide off. So we put the horns on there, and you can actually lift the bales a little bit with those horns, and then push it, slide it, manipulate it, however you want it to go. The other improvement that we're going to do, and we didn't have the right flat iron. I told him, I said, I kind of want these cut into a diamond so that we can, you know, get all these gusseted on the corners. Not that it's going to make any difference. You're not going to break this thing. But anyways, if anybody would be interested in one of these things, it would be $2,500, and you'd have to either pay the shipping or come and pick it up. This will be the last bale spear you ever buy. You would more than likely change 2 or 3 tractors per this bale spear, just because we've built it to last. Most of these bale spears you buy from, say, Hay Saver or Work Saver, they're a really they're an expensive designed to fail kind of a thing. That's designed to last. You can buy a Work Saver, like I bought for the front of the 6210R with the mount, the loader mounts, the Euro loader mount. You could buy that thing for $700-800. I think it was $750 for the spears, and then I had to buy the mounts, which were another, I think that was like $80 or $180. It was something silly like that. So just say $1,000. We broke it within a month and a half. It was just junk by the time we were done with it. We were gluing it back together again, and I can show you. I mean, it's here on the scrap heap, what's left of it. And I'll show you what breaks on them. And it's just from doing, I don't know, oops, maybe a couple 3,000 bales. So we broke this out. That was the spike there. We had a little bit of an issue, and Dad got a little out of control and stabbed this into the ground and broke the actual mount out of there. So we ended up putting this in, and it worked okay. It wasn't a bad deal, but it wasn't great. But this is where they break. They always break here. It broke there. We've chopped on this thing and taken parts out for re-engineering and stuff, but they always break here. So that was an issue that we're not going to have a problem with anymore, because we're not going to have a problem with it anymore. Okay. So yeah, but that's what's left of $700 in not even a full season. As a matter of fact, I was gluing that thing back together. He broke it within a week of me bringing it home from North Carolina. And I'm telling you, I don't even think we got full 4 weeks out of that thing before I was welding it back together again and redoing it. So we've actually got more time on the new one that's on the 6210R than we did out of that $700 or $1,000 piece, you know, because I had the uprights. They were just junk. It just wasn't going to work. So this one here, by the time you put the steel in here, just say $500 worth of steel, $500 worth of spikes, $500 worth of labor, and $150 worth of actual electric and other shop dummy stuff, not including tools and consumables. Just say there's a couple $100 right there. So by the time you're done, you make a couple $300 on the product. You're looking at $2,500, $2,600 for it. And I guarantee you'll never buy another one. But, you know, I'm just putting it out there. If you want one, just email me, onelonelyfarmer@yahoo.com, and maybe we can manufacture a couple of them for you. Or one, or two, or as many as you need. And, yeah, Next is a hay rake. We're going to be building a hay rake, but I got to get this baler out of here. This baler's I got parts coming for it, but the baler's got to go. But anyway, I'm done talking. Have a good one.